न आप्नोति कर्मणा मोक्षं vimūḍho'bhyāsarūpiṇā dhanyo vijñānamātreṇa muktastiṣṭhatyavikriyaḥ. mūḍho āpnoti tadbrahma yato bhavitumicchati anicchannapi dhīro parabrahmasvarūpabhāk.
Verse 36. A highly intelligent person never attains self through a highly unintelligent person never attains self through repeated practice of controlling his mind. The blessed one, through mere intuitive enlightenment, remains liberated and immutable. Almost this essence of this verse has been captured in earlier verse. So we will just see a few lines from the commentary of Chinmaya and move on to verse 37. Here, the teacher adopts his usual style. He says, an highly intelligent person does not attain realization through his yoga practices by which he is trying to control the mind, while a blessed one, meaning an intelligent and true seeker, by the right apprehension of the nature of the self, ends all his sadhana and remains continuously reveling in the self. Meditation is the means, experience of the self is the end. To mechanically repeat and to unintelligently hold on to the different practices is to maintain a sense of distinction between the seeker and the reality. These last traces of the ego, the sense of individuality in the meditator, must end. Then the subject merges with the object, and the one self alone shines in all its infinite bliss. Unquote. It is to be noted that the essence of this verse should not be taken in literal sense, and one should not leave the meditation going by this verse. This ending of the sadhana and ending of the meditation must happen. One should not think of this happening and in the process leave the sadhana. It is a happening. It cannot be achieved by deliberation. This is a very important point. The end of meditation and the sahajasthiti, abidance in self, has to happen in one's life, and that is the final destination in one's life. We move on to verse 37. The fool does not attain Brahman, for he desires to become it. The wise man certainly realizes the nature of the Supreme Brahman, even without desiring to do so. Let us see the essence of this verse through three stages: pre-realization, initial stage, pre-realization, advanced stage, and then the realization stage. The stage one, initial sadhana stage. For several thousand years, Jiva has been desiring for all other things in the world except desiring for self, except for the craving mumukshutva for attaining self-realization. It is all those other desires which have been fetching birth after birth for him. In a destined birth, after his acute prarabdha are cleared, and he engages with sincere purushartha, the desire shifts from outside to inside, detached to attached. The desire is now for realizing oneself and no more for attaining anything outside. This is the turning point in one's sadhana. Without this shift, a man can never intensify his sadhana. Moving to advanced stages, stage in sadhana. Till the time the desire for realization is there, though very sattvic, though the most desirable desire in this world for a jiva, his mind would always be active. Ma Amritanandamayi had given this example, and in the commentary for this verse, Chinmaya has also referred to this example. Till the time the child thinks, deliberates, and craves to sleep, it cannot sleep. As the craving or the desire to sleep is the one obstacle to its actual sleep. The desire to sleep goes, and at that very moment, the child glides to its beautiful, peaceful sleep. Similarly, in the depth of nididhyasana, the desire to attain realization must also go. When the sadhaka has almost reached there, the moment this desire leaves him, that thoughtless void instantly leads him to realize his self. And now for the realization stage. When this desire for liberation goes, along with it, all the knowledge gathered leaves the sadhaka. Even the aham brahmasmi nididhyasana leaves. Kataka net analogy in Atma Bodha. The mysterious unseen hands of Lord opens the doorway, which is sadhaka's own heart, and takes him to the Ananda Amritapuram within the cave of his heart, and reveals to him his true identity, pure self, where the sadhaka, seeing the self, is not there. God's hands leave, the entrance door leaves, Just self is. Just be. Ease. Silence. Peace. Commentary. Such an individual who has accomplished this last conscious act of renunciation of the very desire to realize is the blessed one who attains the total unveiling of the truth. Yoga Vasishta roars, I victoriously live in the effulgent consciousness as my own soul essence. In short, direct experience is gained through vijñāna only. This direct path to enlightenment does not recognize at this moment any need for mental control brought about by the deep desire to liberate. Even the spiritual desires feeds the ego and nourishes the sense of separateness between the meditator and the meditated. At this stage, when the student has already fulfilled all the previous trainings, he must strive to remain in the divine state. What state? Already it was given 2 minutes before. The divine state of just be. Or not even just be, beyond that. Pure silence. Or there is nobody even to say pure silence. Hari Om Tat Sat.